Well, as many of you know, I've just been involved in a local production of the musical show Oliver with the theatre group Stage Struck. We were on stage last week at Morecambe Winter Gardens and our show was a great success, and we all had a thoroughly enjoyable time putting it on. I'd like to say thank you to the friends that attended. Your support was greatly appreciated. Oliver was written by the English composer Lionel Bart, who died on the 3rd of April 1999 at the age of 68. Bart began writing songs in the 1950s, and he penned the song Living Doll, which of course was a big hit for Cliff Richard. In 1959 he wrote his first musical show, which was called Lock Up Your Daughters, and was discovered by the director of the theatre workshop based at Stratford, East London, Joan Littlewood. She commissioned him to write their 1960 production Things Ain't What They Used to Be, which was a musical that included actors who went on to become household names. Barbara Windsor, Eutha Joyce, Leonard Rossiter, Dennis Norden, to name just a few of very many. Later on in 1960, Lionel Bart wrote the libretto and the score for the musical show Oliver, which of course was a smash hit all over the world on stage. In 1968 it became an even greater hit on film. The story of Oliver is well known. Sadly though, although it made Bart his fortune, he wasn't able to manage the success very well, or the money that it brought. He took to drink, drug taking, including LSD, and the money soon ran out, and by 1972 he was bankrupt. He was forced to sell the rights of Oliver to Max Bygraves for £350. Bygraves went on to sell those rights for £250,000. It's worth mentioning that Lionel Bart also wrote the theme to the James Bond film From Russia With Love. Anyway, the decline was more or less permanent, although he did seek alcohol recovery and gave up drink eventually, but his career was ruined. And he died sadly in, as I say, in 1999. He was cremated at Golders Green Crematorium. As a memorial and a dedication to Lionel Bart, I'm going to play a song that I enjoyed playing so much last week in the Winter Gardens, from Oliver, As Long As He Needs Me. whilst on the subject of local amateur theatre, I would just like to say good wishes to the other local groups that are putting shows on this year. Morecambe Warblers, Morecambe Amateurs I should say, are having a production of Annie at the Grand Theatre Lancaster in June. Dare to Go is a new group, and they're putting on a show called Rent, again at Lancaster Grand in September. Morecambe Warblers are going to appear at Lancaster Grand in October with their production of South Pacific. Red Rose, a group I used to be in a very long time ago, are going to be on at Morecambe Winter Gardens in November with their production of White Christmas, and I'm looking forward to all of those. My next show will be with Wesley Community Players. I don't have details as yet, other than we play on July the 25th and 26th. As soon as I know more about it, of course, I shall make that known. Anyway, thanks to Lionel Bart for such a great show.